Time for our second play of the week nominee. We go back to Pella where Luke Hardman finds Trey Van Howen. He makes the incredible grab and runs in for the touchdown. Look at that perfectly timed throw and catch. That really can't happen unless the quarterback puts it in the perfect spot and Van Howen goes up for the grab. Stick around to see who wins later in the show. We just saw Norwalk's big win over DCG. Dave Bingham caught up with this week's Coach of the Week, Warrior head coach Paul Patterson.
All right, it is time for our Friday Night Blitz Coach of the Week, Paul Patterson. I know you still got the coughs and you were thinking maybe you got that pneumonia setting in, so I'm not going to get too close to you. But
you were supposed to keep that under wraps.
Special time when you play a program like this. That's a good football team you played tonight. I know that everybody gets caught up in records, but what's this mean to your program right now as you're heading down the stretch?
Well, we had to bounce back after not a very good game last week. You know, Lewis Central played clean last week. They beat us, and there was zero doubt about the fact that they should have won last week. And so how do you respond? Well, I thought first half a little shaky. With the second half, I thought we responded really well. We still have some things to clean up, but at the end of the day, coming out of here on the road against a really good football program is huge for us.
It's amazing to me to look at these two 4A schools and just see the talent. I mean, this quarterback, Hookstein, I mean, you got a lot of playmakers, and they did too.
Right, for sure, and that's what we try to do. You know, how can we get them the ball, and how can we put the ball in Landon's hands to make some plays? And he made some great adjustments. He made some, you know, he changed some plays down here in the goal line and took it upon himself and got the ball to who he needed to, and we came out on top. So good night for us.
I know that the world's adjusting to football, but what's wrong with you guys? I mean, it's almost like midnight and we're still here. It's like you guys are both Air Coryell. I mean, some of the people aren't going to know what we're talking about. Us old guys will, but is it just because you have those athletes?
At the end of the day, they would argue that he changed the passing game in the NFL. Coryell.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
so those
Another philosophy.
Those of you at home. But for us, it is where are our best players, and our best players right now are our receivers, and I don't think anybody would come in and say otherwise, you know, and then we do just enough running to open things up and help us, and so we've got some things to clean up, but again, coming out here on top, you know, and I would be remiss not to point out how much Scott Heitland has done for me professionally, so big night.
Appreciate it, Coach. Paul Patterson, that's going to do it for the Friday Night Blitz. Coach of the Week, we'll send it back to you in the studio. Boom.
Let's head to Madrid now. The Tigers trying to find a much better outcome than last year when they were shut out 63-0 by Earlham. The Tiger student section already taking control of this one. But will the pigskin find pay dirt? Well, let's see. Nearing the end of the first quarter, Preston Wicker takes it on the quarterback keeper, and Madrid makes it 14-0. Now late in the second quarter, Wicker finds Jake Leonard. That makes it 21-zip at the half. A great grab there, but Earlham won't go away just yet. First possession in the second half. They take it right down the field. Brody Morrison punches it in. That makes it a 2-score game, and they're going to try an onside kick. The ball goes out of bounds, and Madrid takes advantage of the miscue. Wicker, it takes it in, and that does it for the Cardinals' chances. The final in this one, count the hot potato passes with the kids, 35-13, the final. Well, let's check out some social media posts from tonight, see if we can put some up there. I know let's see. Oh, it's on the screen there. I need to turn around. Norwalk getting that big win over DCG. You have to tip your cap though to DCG. They've been playing some tough opponents, so to give Norwalk a game like that, hats off to them.
Yeah, Norwalk is having a really good season so far, and what a little Hawkeye matchup. And Norwalk is in our voting for Game of the Week.
Yes.
2 weeks
Indianola.
from now.
Yep.
Against Indianola, so that could be a really big game. What's next? Blue Jays let the clock run out on the game. Bondurant 35, Pella 14 the final. I was up there for our Game of the Week, and when I left, it was 7-7, and Pella had just forced a fumble. When I get back to the station, I check Twitter, and it's 14-14, like halfway through the third quarter, and now we see 35-14. I just don't think Pella could keep up with Titus Cram. He is an incredible player.
Well, when we heard from the Blue Jays earlier this week, they were going to have to keep their foot on the gas in this one because Pella, despite their record, they're a tough team and they've played tough teams. So Bondurant knew they were going to have to play this one all the way through to get that win.
Yeah, they don't play like a team that hasn't won a game yet this year. They've played a really tough schedule. Tiger Nation, look at that student section. on a road game, nonetheless. That's not
Yeah,
even at
over in
Valley
Waukee.
Stadium.
They always show up and show out, whether they're home or away. They're one of my favorite student sections to see what they're wearing. Looks like
Jersey night, maybe?
Jersey night. I thought maybe 80s night with kind of the colored pants there. I don't know. I love those overalls.
It's all over the place.
That's awesome. Well, it is time, or excuse me, we got one more here. This one is a final.
Nope, don't look. That's a spoiler. That's a spoiler. Later in the show.
All right, we'll save it, this one. This one from the Dowling Catholic City High game. Dowling just dominant. They really shut down that City High offense. Their offense was rolling as well. Man, what a statement win. I mean,
yeah.
that is how you establish yourself as one of the top teams in the state for sure. Well, it's time for another quick break, but when we come back, it's the battle of the unbeatens as Indianola takes on the defending state champs. Lewis Central will have those highlights and more, so keep it right here on Friday Night Blitz.